Do any of you ever struggle in a 1v1 when your opponent starts off with high ground and you're just left there on low ground while they're lasering you? Well, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys two of my favorite high ground starts and some high ground retakes. So, if you guys do happen to enjoy today's video, please hit that like button. And if you guys are new to the channel, welcome. I'm Anarch Matrix. For all of you that have been in my channel for a while, I'm actually moving my goal for subscribers to 500. I realize 1,000 is not realistic, and honestly, it can't happen at this point. But if that ever does happen, then it'll be great. And yeah, let's get started. So at the start of every 1v1, there's always a wall. Somebody edits like this, or like that, or like that. And this high ground one, this 1v1 start, the edit has to be like this, or like this. And no, it's not coning your opponent off, if that's what you're thinking. But I'm gonna show you how this retake looks. Bam, just like that. Let's get to the tutorial. So for the tutorial, it's actually really easy. So all you're doing is you need an edited wall. Oh my god, you need an edited wall like that, or like that. And when you do that, what you want to do is you want to place a cone like this, and that doesn't do anything to your opponents because they don't go through here. They'll go through here. But once you do that, you want to jump up and place this cone, and then you want to do floor stair like that. But really fast. You need it to be quick, like this. Know what I mean? So yeah, that's how you do the first high ground start. But one more time. Make sure that you do the edit cone. I'd recommend going on the tippity top of the cone to make this easier. Floor stair. 90, 90. Just like that. And yeah, that is the first retake, or not retake, 1v1 start. And I'm gonna go on with the next one. And for the next one, you probably have seen this start before. A lot of people do it, and it looks something like this. Like that. And for the tutorial. So, for the tutorial, it does not matter what edit is done. This edit, you guys know what I'm trying to do. Okay, this edit, or this edit. Does not matter. All you need is on either side, do stair or stair. And then 90 up. You can do that on either side. So what you're doing is you're placing a floor, and you're going to this corner right here, and you're jumping up and placing a stair. You want to land on this corner so that you can turn this way and place a floor and a stair, and you'll land on it. And then you can 90. But you just want to hope you don't get shot. Still works. And it works really well. And just to be clear, your opponent is probably doing the 290s. With this start, you're doing stair, floor, stair, 90, 90. So you're already two levels above them. or one level, I guess. I mean, technically, yeah. And yeah, those are the high ground starts. Let's go on to the high ground retakes. Alright, so for the first high ground retake, it will look something like this. But before I do it, I just want to say that what I'm going to be doing is showing you the performance of the high ground retake, showing you how to do it, and then the reason why it works. Alright, so yeah, this is the first one. Just without the falling. And yeah, let me just show you how to do it. So what you're doing is you're extending out a ramp, and you're putting a wall, a stair, and a cone above you, and you're gonna extend the cone out all the way over there. But you need some high sensitivity for this. You want to spin all the way around and place a ramp so that you're catching yourself and you are completely protected from all sides. Then you just want to edit. You can do a Dwight cone, 180 up, and yeah. Now, I'm going to be showing you why it works. Alright, so here's how, this is why it works. So if your opponent is just above you with their AR out, just waiting to hit you, you know? That's, your opponent's trying to kill you in the 1v1. When you're doing it, now you're protected from up top. So now your opponent can't hit you, you know? But even from up top, like even if from the sides, when you're doing this retake and you're extending out the cones and you spin around and place that ramp, you are literally protected from all sides. So I mean, look, there's no possible way that you can be hit from anywhere because there's all those walls protecting you. And then what I do is a Dwight cone, which adds extra protection. Oh my God, let me just grapple up. It adds extra protection because it adds that cone above you. Wow. And then your opponent really can't hit you unless he edits, you know, and then, you know what I mean? But this retake is just really protected. There's just like no way that you're gonna get hit. But anyway, on to the next retake. Alright, so these retakes are not gonna be the easiest, but if you're coming to this channel, you need to know how to do a double edit. Alright? If you don't know how to do a double edit, you're not going to be able to get most high ground retakes down. Most things involve a double edit like this. You know? You kind of need a double edit. So, this next retake is going to involve a double edit. If you guys do not know how to do a double edit, I would recommend learning it on somebody else's channel. Maybe I post it on my channel, but yeah. This is the next retake. Wow, I'm lagging. Hold on. Let my thing go down. Alright, bet. Yeah, that's the retake. Sorry that I messed it up, kind of, but yeah. Let's get on with the tutorial. So for the tutorial, what you're doing is, like I said, you want to put a floor and cone above you. Now, recommendation, your opponent is probably above you, and because he won't be able to hit you from up top, he could hit you on this opening right here. So what I like to do is I like to put a wall. And then what you do is you extend out a ramp above you, a floor, and a stair. You need to catch yourself on this ramp. You need to edit it. Now, this retake is not the most protected retake, but it's still protected from above. Next up, you want to extend a ramp and extend a bunch of walls. Put a stair and a floor. Edit the stair and edit the floor. Like always, I do a Thwifo cone and 90 up. And yeah, that is the retake, and I'm going to show you why it works. Okay, so if your opponent is way above you, this high ground retake is especially useful for like making your opponent, it's going to be hard for your opponent to track you, which is why I like this retake a lot. So once again, you're extending a ramp and a cone on the floor, and you're editing it, and if you don't place that wall, he could shoot you from just right there while you're doing the retake. No matter if they're not that high. So that's why I always like putting that wall, because then there's no way that they can hit you. Next up, remember, you're doing this and editing. It'll be a little bit hard for your opponent to hit you, but they still can hit you. But this high ground retake is good because it makes your opponent have to track you. Then you're doing this. Now this is what's great about this retake, because now your opponent, he still can't hit you. But what's great about it is that now he doesn't know where you're going. There is now a bunch of just things that you can do with this retake. You could literally, your opponent could think of so many things. You could do a side jump. You could obviously edit through, which is what you're mainly going to be doing. So when you edit through, that's when you would do a Thwifo cone. And now he really can't hit you. He just can't hit you now. But because he's so focused on tracking you, now you have that chance to crank 90s. And if your opponent just keeps trying to track you, then you will have high ground on him. And now, for the last retake. Alright y'all, so for the last retake, it should look something like this. Yeah, let's get on with the tutorial. Alright, so for the tutorial, what you're doing is you're setting out a ramp. You can just floor stair if you want, but you want to put walls all around you and a stair above you. And if you want to cone. And then what you want to do is put a wall behind you and do the scooping motion. So you're jumping and doing this. You're doing this. And it's really protected. And honestly, you could just do this over and over again. But what I like to do is edit out. So when I do the retake, I like to edit out. And then obviously put a Thwifo cone and 90 up. And you know what, if you guys don't know what to do with Thwifo cone, it's basically just putting walls, but like all the way around you to protect you, and then a cone above. And then, you know, protects you. You know, so yeah. And before I end this video, I want to show you guys one more thing. If you guys like to do montages on your YouTube channels or like your Twitch, just anything really, you should add this move into your montages. Let me just show you really quickly. I'm not even going to show you why it works, but this. Wall jumps, they're really cool, and you should learn them. Maybe I'll post them in a video. Maybe I'll make a video on them and cool things to do with your builds, but yeah. That'll be all for today's video, guys. If you guys did enjoy, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. If you guys, or you know what? Bye, guys. Hasta la vista.